Buying gold in 2020. Should you do it? Well, here's a 1 ounce Scottsdale Mint, 4/9 pure. This is what they call the hammered gold from their Tombstone line. So this is an example of a larger size gold, 1 ounce. And you can go down as commonly the 1 gram gold bars. This is the Lady Fortuna Pamp Suisse 1 gram. Now, the thing is about gold, it generally goes up when this is uncertain. The thing is, gold is not so much as something to invest in versus as it being a hedge against inflation. I guess the problem with gold currently is for the last 10 years, it's ranged anywhere from $1,150 to $1,750. That about $600 price difference is basically all it's ever moved in the last 10 years. The gold hasn't really done much. If you play gold ETFs, if you buy basically the non-physical gold, you've probably done much better than investing in actual gold itself. Now, don't take that as gold itself, that you should not buy some and have some physical gold on hand. This will always be worth something, mainly because it's always been worth something in human history, and it's commonly accepted basically anywhere you go in America or any country really. This has value. Now the value goes up and down, but it's mainly just within that small window. Again, in 10 years, it's only really fluctuated $600 in either direction of the prices I mentioned earlier. You have this is an example, if I can zoom in, of pre-33 gold. This is a old American coinage. This was not really circulated. I mean, this example is near uncirculated, but coins like this were circulated. And when this was minted back in 1900, it was only worth $5. Yeah, now it's worth $350 or around that price range. But it was only worth $5 back when this was minted. It's because the price had gone up, a bunch since then. But relatively recently, the price has been pretty stagnant. Now, a lot of people's retirement accounts, sometimes they invest in gold. Sometimes people, mainly like gold ETFs and stuff. But, should you buy physical gold in 2020? I guess is the point of this video. Well, right now, gold, let me zoom in on the price, if I can get this in focus here. Currently, I'm on Kitco, right? Basically the go-to website for checking the latest precious metal prices. Gold right now is about $1,700. Silver is $1,531. Gold is actually not quite there, but it's sort of nearby that all-time high price of $1,900 or so dollars. I think I forget how many years ago it was, but it's already been years and it still hasn't even got back to that $1,900 price, and it's $1,700 right now. About a year ago or so, it was down to I want to say $1,300 or $1,400. I'm going off my memory here. It still hasn't really gone up that much. If gold goes back down to where it was in the $1,100, $1,200 range, historically, that is a lower price. That is your jump-in opportunity. Now, that's not to say it can't go lower than that, but it probably won't. Historically, how many times has gold been above $1,900? Twice, like in history. So if it's at $1,700 right now, it still may be a fantastic investment. If you go out and buy a bunch of, 10th ounce gold eagles, probably not your best bet because the premiums are a little bit high on the smaller you get on the gold. But still, even if you buy this, it still may go up to $1,900 and it's worth the investment. But it's really only making you money if you actually sell it. If you buy this just to hold on to it, it's nice to know that you have that reserve, but unless you actually sell it, it's not making you anything. It's storing your wealth. This is a storage of wealth. That's what this is. And if it goes down, it still is a storage of wealth. It's just not what you paid for it. But it's still going to be worth something. That's the neat thing about this. Everyone, technically you're always going to have fakes out there, but for the most part, everyone's going to know, if with some kind of testing kit, that real gold is real gold and has value. Stores will take it, people will take it. It can be traded for essential things. But in terms of strictly for investment purposes, probably the $1,700 price point, I'm trying to get this in focus for you guys, is probably a little bit on the high end. I wouldn't recommend buying gold at these prices. Probably wait for it to drop. But in uncertain times, it goes up, and that's what it's really done this past year. It's gone up. So there's really no guarantees. I mean, if I can guarantee it, I can predict the future too, right? So you're very likely, if you buy gold right now, and if you wait long enough, it will go up in value, over the years. So even if I tell you not to buy at these $1,700 prices and you do, you still may make money. You still, provided you sell it and not just hold on to it forever. But would I personally buy gold in 2020? I wouldn't. Still may be a great investment. Wait for it to drop. I mean, that's what a lower gold price is. It's a sale. Just like when you go to the store and they lower the prices and it's a sale and maybe incentivizes you to buy it. Maybe you should wait a little bit, and provided you don't have you're not in the market right now. If you don't have that much gold right now, maybe you should buy a little bit just to see where it goes. Other than that, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. And if you like what you see, subscribe. And if you have any other questions, comment, and maybe I'll answer them in the comment section. Anyway, thanks for watching.